And then we had a nice cabin. We saw some other ones that if we come back up here again, we will definitely entertain leasing or renting. But by the same token, I would think today is as we disembark and leave this from the mountain, we're going to go downhill. I'm not going to go to Big Bear today. We're going to go to Big Bear next week, or next Saturday or Sunday, because when I brought Regina up here, these winding roads, you should see her holding on to the wall, holding on to the ceiling,
like hanging on,
and then telling me how many miles you have to go when we're going downhill, or when we're going uphill, or when cars are on your butt, because people up here used to going up and down the hill at different speed limits. And Regina saying, well, it's 25 miles an hour, 50 miles.
It was scary for me.
But it's still heights, and I'm afraid of heights in a sense too, because when I used to go to the Empire State Building or the Twin Towers when they were there and go up, I used to be, my heart dropped, depends on how high up you go.
So what are we doing today?
So today what we're going to do is we're going to finish going through this little town, because a lot of the stores will close on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. So we're going to do the finish walking through as we go through Rim. I'm going to take her to my favorite pizza shop as we go through Rim.
Rim of the world.
Rim of the world, or what they call rainforest.
That's how high up we are.
Yeah, they call it rainforest.
Rim of the world.
Yeah, rainforest too. So we're going to go through there, and I'm going to show you that little part of the town. We did go through Lake Arrowhead, and you saw that in the previous video that we made, and that's so beautiful. And while we're coming up here, we're looking at little cabins that we may want to invest in, and we got some hope. We got some ideas, and we kind of know what we want to do. But one thing I did learn, and we did have up here, we got closer together. And we, you know, this Regina is a beautiful lady. You know, she have her ways. She's a sticker. You saw it, in other words. She always corrected me.
Especially if we're going around winding
roads.
roads.
No, she's a sticker on everything. The toothpaste, the bed,
the toothpaste,
cooking,
what happened to
seasoning. You know,
what happened to the toothpaste?
Do you squeeze the toothpaste from the middle or the end? Do you put the toilet paper on facing you or turn it around? Do you leave the water on to get hot, or you chill it out? You know, how do you sleep? Do you sleep on one corner of the bed, or you stretch out? Do you snore? Do you snore real loud, or you snore real quiet? If you snore loud, I'm getting up going. You know, because people do snore. Come on now, it's scary.
Snores so loud.
You know, she haven't heard herself yet either. But you know, I'm gonna
like
one day
thunder and lightning.
I'm gonna that right.
It's like a roaring lion.
You know, and that's why we ain't got to worry about somebody coming in our house at night, because they're gonna hear somebody talking.
I think there's a lion in the house.
You know, so you have fun. You see, you have to enjoy each other, and you have to enjoy life. And that's the problem with people. They do not know how to enjoy each other and enjoy life and let it go. When you come up to places like this, you let go everything. Even though we live in a resort type setting where we live, we come up here to get away and to get more intimate with each other. And that doesn't just mean sexually, it means also spiritually, physically, and also homing in on each other. And then from taping this stuff, Regina is just like me. She's laughing because now she beginning to see how much she corrects. And you know, she's a sticker for detail.
Trying not to.
And you have to be a sticker for detail. And that's why they say sometimes people attract to each other, because one gets you out of your box and the other one puts you back in the box. If they can't get you in the box, you're going to be fussing about the box anyway. Look at that eye. See that eye? You see that eye? You see that eye? Look.
I'm trying to get the sunlight off your forehead.
Okay. Well, we got to move down some to get the sunlight, because now, look, the day is beautiful. That's why the sun is the way it is. It's a beautiful day. And up here right now, it's running about 75 degrees. Before it gets hotter during the lunchtime, but we know down the hill is already in the 90s. So what we're going to do after we go down the hill, we probably go some places where we can walk around. We're not going to Palm Springs because we normally go there, and we know Palm Springs is in the 110, 115 degrees. So we're going to find a comfortable spot that we can go. Who knows? I may want to go get some oysters. Who knows? I may want to go and see. She don't like oysters, but you suck those things down. Those things are good. But that's just like how I feel about that. What's that stuff you eat?
Oatmeal.
Or the other stuff you eat. What's that? Hummus. Yeah, people
Hummus
like that
oatmeal.
hummus. See, I can't. I gotta have some real food, you know. I gotta have some real food, and you're gonna see some more. 'Cause as we leave here and walk around the town, you're gonna see an updated version of some of the stores and stuff. These are nice, cozy little towns. You're gonna see an upgrade of what we have, and the people up here are beautiful. The people up here are
they're really
nice, and they're very helpful. You know, even though some of them are country western, some of them live in the mountains, and they dress that way. When you're living down the hill, and you dress very conservatively, and sometimes you dress very loose up here.
He's from New York, so he dresses. But I'm a California girl, so I dress.
She dressed like
casual.
California. She dressed casually, and she don't like covering up everything. I cover up.
Oh, he has tennis shoes on now, but usually he was wearing dress shoes the whole time, and I was wearing tennis shoes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, New York is the fashion center, and it has the 4 seasons, and I still have my clothes that represent the 4 seasons. Like, look, I got a long sleeve
and he
shirt
has all
on.
the closets in the house except for one. I have one closet.
But she have all the drawers.
He has
in
all
the
the rest of the closets.
No, I got a closet and a half. You know, but then I've always had clothes.
He's got every closet.
You know, and
he's got one closet that has so many coats because he's from New York. I never seen so many leather coats except for in Wilson's leather store.
And I still like some other ones that I like.
He still has the nerve to go in Wilson's leather. Every time we go shopping, he goes looking like he can fit another leather jacket.
Well, I want a bag. I'm looking for a nice bag. I saw the bag in Coach. It's like a harness that you can put over your shoulder, and you can put your stuff in. I saw it in Coach, and maybe that's what we may do, is go down and see Coach, go to a store. But you know, we saw Coach in
Lake Arrowhead.
Lake Arrowhead,
and the prices were cheaper.
And yes, the prices are definitely cheaper up here than they are down the hill. That's
okay.
Right. Okay, now, you see how she put her head back? That means we're getting ready to move on. We got to pack and get out of here. We have a half an hour to finish packing and turning the keys. And then we're going to go and walk through the town again, and then we're going to head down the hill. And if she has the camera on, you'll see her eyes open up and bulge out. And you'll see her arm go up there, and you'll see ridges on her arm. She done got gray on her arm already from holding on to that strap of the car, you know. And we're driving her car, which is a smaller car, a 4-cylinder. If I'd have brought the V8 up here, we've been going twice as fast. And the car is a lot wider on these little small roads. And that's even scarier, because then I would have had to sit back and put her butt in the back seat. Chauffeur around like, what's that name of that movie when he was remember when, what's his name?
Driving Miss Daisy.
Driving Miss Daisy. I'm going to do that to her one time. I'm going to sit, or a couple of times. I'm going to sit back and say, just sit in the back seat and have a glass of wine and just sit back and enjoy the ride, because I can see her when I'm driving through my rearview mirror more so than when you can see each other when you're driving next to each other. Okay? Wait till the next moment. We're going to leave here and we're going to go into town. Take care.